I'm Lee. I live in Yorkshire and I make quilts. Sometimes. Hi. I finished my quilt. I finished this about a week ago, and so I thought I would just pop in and show you the finished thing. I think last time I saw you not last time I saw you, the last time I posted about this, I just finished basting it. I made it out of a Jellyroll. Last time I said that Jellyroll strips were 2 inches wide, and that's not true. They're 2.5 inches wide. Anyway, I made it out of a Jellyroll. This is my Jellyroll quilt of joy. It was really good fun. As you can see, I've just quilted it using this crosshatch pattern, and I did have some problems with the tension on my machine, and ended up having to rip out quite a lot of it and do it again. And what I realised was that all that was needed was to give the machine a really good clean out. So that's what I did. Yeah, and I put the binding on. I used a standard 2.5 inch wide binding. I machined it onto the front and then hand stitched it down on the back, and I've been using it for about a week and was humming and hawing about putting a label on it. And I thought, well, this is just for my own use. What do I need to put a label on it for? But then I was watching an episode of Just Get It Done Quilts where she was interviewing a quilt historian, and of course, you never know what sort of everyday objects are gonna survive in the world. And so if I just pop, and also, even though this is a mundane object for me just to use, sometimes those are the things that historians are actually interested in. What were people doing? So yeah, maybe it's not just the art quilts that they're interested in, or maybe it is. Anyway, I decided to sit down just now and to just attach my label. And do a little bit of dodgy embroidery with just the same sewing thread that I used to do the quilting, to put the ear on there, so that if by some chance my quilt does happen to survive the millennia, there are a couple of little clues there about who I was. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I'm really excited to start the next one. In fact, I've decided to finish a quilt, so maybe I should show you that. Wait there. I made this quilt top quite a while ago. Let me stand back and actually show it you. Yeah, so I must have made this about 4 years ago, and I had not really had someone in mind to give it to, and so I wasn't highly motivated to finish it. However, I had a friend staying here for a few days who suggested a mutual friend. And I thought that was probably a good idea, a good recipient. So I am inclined to finish this now. I've ordered some backing fabric for it and some binding fabric. And so when that turns up, I'm going to crack on with this and I'll tell you a little bit more about it then. Cheerio!